Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR, and this is the SH Figuarts Orochimaru. This is a figure I was really anticipating because he's one of the best villains in not only Naruto but also Shippuden, and I just wanted a figure of him for a very long time, and now that we finally got him, how good is he? If I had to give you an overall rating, like right now, I'd probably give him like a 7.5 out of 10, mainly because I don't know exactly how to play with him by himself. The only real complaint I have with him is that when you move his head down, his hair wants to separate, so it definitely messes with his articulation a bit. But everything else is overall really solid. This is all flexible. Even oh, that pops off relatively easily a little bit. It's not awful, but it might pop off easy for some people. But then these are all in ball joints as well. This is overall a fantastic figure. The sculpt work, the paint work, everything is beautiful. Just look at him right here. He looks absolutely fantastic. I especially love how the face is painted. And I love how the rope is sculpted as well. I just love the texture on it. Overall, this is a very satisfying figure. It looks really nice. And I noticed with some SH Figuarts, it's typically they release the figure and it's well, here you go. Here's faces and hands, go nuts. But I love that with Orochimaru, they do include a few things. You can swap out one of the arms for the snakes. He has his sword. I kind of wish it would have came with a small version of the sword where he's taking it out of his mouth. But this is fine. He also has the ability to cross his arms. A lot of Naruto figures have that ability. And I noticed with Orochimaru, it took a bit at first to get it used to it, but once it's broken in a little bit, it is relatively easy to swap it out. And I really love how he comes with a face for young Sasuke to have the curse mark on him. Unfortunately, I had a bit of an incident messing with this thing. First up, I love the fact that there's no headband on him. It's just his face. It's a whole swappable head. So let me tell you what happened. I put this head on Sasuke and did this quick photo right here with some of the Sannin with the next generation that's going to be pretty much the next Sannin. And the picture came out mostly great. Really happy with it. So I wanted to take the head back off and put on the normal head again. But the neck got stuck in the head, which whatever, just pop out the neck. Then the peg that connects the head to the neck got stuck in his head. Okay, whatever. I get a pair of tweezers and I go to pull it out and then it pops out and bounces around the room like a cartoon and now it's gone. So right now I have a Sasuke figure that I can't play with right now and I cannot justify spending another $60 to swap that joint out. Thankfully, there are solutions. Sometimes Tamashii Nations can help you. Well, it's technically through Bluefin. They don't want to help me. But I'm going to get a new joint. I can probably order it from somewhere 3D printed. It's not expensive. It's just annoying. But overall, this is a great addition. I'm not sure how to feel about how this part of his face is smirking and then the rest looks normal. You can see it feels like a slightly different expression from here to here, on his mouth. But one other issue I somewhat have is when it comes to the faces. I feel these two faces look a little too similar. You can see differences having the eyebrows being a little bit grunted versus this. But when you look at his face through his hair, you can't really tell much of a difference between the two faces. So I feel that was kind of an oversight that happened. But back to what I said earlier about how this figure is kind of hard to play with by itself. I did a small photo shoot with him by himself, and yeah, I got a few poses out of him, but I kind of felt disappointed with him because I'm I don't know what to do with this thing. But then I paired him with adult Sasuke for the newer release, and doing a photo shoot with that was so fun. So I feel pairing him with other characters like Jiraiya, or Kid Naruto and Sasuke, or even adult Naruto and Sasuke, he does a fantastic job complementing those. But at least when it comes to me trying to play with it by myself, I don't really know what all to do with this thing. And then swapping out faces is pretty easy. You just make him look down and his hair comes off, so bing bada boom, there's that. Swap out the face, and then you can get his little one with the tongue out. Just press that through, put that in, bing bada boom, it's pretty easy. And then of course he has all these different hands, like jutsu hands, gripping hands, palm hands, cross arms, relaxed hands, and angry gripping hands, I guess. I dropped it. Oh no. So yeah, he comes with enough accessories. And then putting the sword in his hand isn't too bad. You just pop out the hand and then grab one of these. And then just put that on there. And then the sword just like slides through. Like it doesn't really come apart or anything. It just slides through, no problem. And it's fine. And then he licks the blade. It's really good. If you can hear my cat, I apologize. This is the neediest cat. When it comes to swapping out the arm, if you want to have them have snakes, it just pops off real simply like a ball peg. And then you just pop that back in there. And then bing, bada, boom, he got snake arms. Oh, never mind. It didn't pop in all the way. But yeah, there you go. He's got snake arms. Part of me wishes he would have came with one where it's like literally his giant snake head. But maybe in another release. We don't know. But for this is enough. This is actually pretty fine. And again, they did a good job painting the snakes. I think the eyes could have been a little tiny bit better, but the details are so fine and tiny, like I'm not going to complain that much. Overall, I'd give the snake detailing like an 8.5 maybe. Like they did a good job. It's great. And then when it comes to swapping out for the crossed arms, you gotta like take off an arm and then take off each sleeve. So like that gets a little annoying, and be careful because sometimes you get the whole joint out and you don't want to do that. Alright. And then once that's all slid out and this hair is coming out because you pressed his head down too much. Again, the neck isn't very good when it comes to his hair. And then you want to put on these arms, just point his little pegs forward and then push them through. And again, after a little bit of break-in, it does become a bit easier, but doing it for the first time can be tough, trying to slide it perfectly into the shoulders. It is a little bit of a struggle, but once you get it done, it does look really good. I know with some other SH Figuarts, you can like make the arms become separated and put them back together, but I noticed when you do that, it's hard to get them like back perfectly together. So I'm happy they kept it as one big piece with Orochimaru, so good job on that. It does become a bit more of a struggle to put them into the shoulders, but once it's in, it looks great. And for the most part, except for the tongue being out like that, but you know what? I kind of want to keep that on. I like, this is going to be the pose I put him on my shelf next to Jiraiya as they're looking down on young Naruto and Sasuke. If you're a fan of Orochimaru, this is the perfect figure. You're going to love this figure a lot. When it comes to having him by himself, though, it's going to be a little bit tough. But when I noticed when you pair him with other characters, it does such a good job doing that. But again, I'm pretty confident that's just a problem with me. So do I recommend them? Oh, absolutely. And if you want to buy one yourself, there's going to be links in the description on where you can pick it up. Some of them are going to be affiliate links, so it does help me. So I can put that money toward buying more figures and doing more videos for you guys. But I'm not sure how long this guy is going to be available, because I don't want to say he's a niche character, but I don't think it's going to be one that's going to be like sold in stores very easily, but we'll see what happens. And I also love if you confuse these little sleeves. It does say in there what's left and right, but when it comes to these arms, I'm not sure if they are built for either left or right. I think these ones are mostly universal. I don't think they really are. I think I'm just being stupid. The point is, at least the sleeves are set up correctly, I guess. So what do you think of this figure? Do you plan on buying it yourself? If you check out my Instagram, I've done a couple of photo shoots. You can see the full gallery that I've done with this guy. And I do also plan on doing Orochimaru, as well as a Kurama link for Naruto. And I might get my hands on the battle damage Naruto so I can compare that to the normal one and see the big differences between the two. I'm really excited to do that. And I'm debating on getting the Naruto Top 99 one as well. Mainly because I love the faces on that a lot. It actually looks really nice. But anyway, thank you for watching. I love you guys to death. And if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. Links will be in the description for my social media, as well as places where you can buy this figure. And like I said, thank you for watching. I love you guys to death. And I'll see you on the next one. So peace, peace.